Next, we are going to discuss what are good locations of receiving and shipping doors and how do they impact the efficiency of our labor costs in the warehouse. So where should we locate our shipping and receiving doors of our warehouse? In the previous section, we assumed the receiving doors are on one side and on the opposite side there are the shipping doors. But of course, this is not the only way how to design and allocate the doors of a warehouse. Let's focus on the first layout first. This is called flow-through configuration, and again the receiving is in the bottom side and the shipping is on the top side of this warehouse. So now, in contrast to the previous picture, the locations that are most convenient under this flow-through configuration have a dark shading. The darker the shading, the more convenient the locations are. Now, if we assume we move both the receiving and the shipping doors farther to the right side, what will happen with the convenience of these locations? So if you at the same time move the shipping and the receiving locations further to the right, all the locations on the left will become less convenient. On the other hand, all those locations on the right side will become more convenient. But what is important, the most convenient locations right now, they will not become more convenient. The number of locations that are best with this configuration will not change if we move the doors. Though that means absolutely the layout will not be improved if we move shipping and receiving further to the right. It will be less efficient even if we do this. So having the doors in the center is just fine for flow-through configuration. Let's look at another layout, the U-flow configuration. Now we have the receiving and the shipping doors on the same side of the warehouse. And now you can see that the locations that are very close to the bottom and to the center are the most convenient ones, and the farther away they move from the center and from the bottom, the less convenient the locations become. So we have only a few locations that are really excellent in terms of convenience. They are even more excellent compared to the flow-through configuration, because now receiving and shipping is both very close together. And however, we have many more inconvenient locations, and the locations in the top corners, left and right, are the most inconvenient ones. So if you have very unpopular products that are not required very often, and this might be together with some products that are very, very popular, only a few products that are very, very popular, the U-flow configuration might be better than the flow-through configuration for your warehouse. So once again, what are the flow-through characteristics? Receiving and shipping doors are on different sides of the warehouse. The good thing is that all the product flows in the same direction, from the bottom to the top in our drawings. So there's little interference with some actions. Everything flows into the same direction, though there's little chance for interdependence, for trouble. And what is also good, we have many storage locations that are somewhat equally convenient. So we have a better balance of convenient storage locations. But the drawback is we have, although only a small number of storage locations, those in the center aisle, that are really very convenient. Such a warehouse is very appropriate for high volume, many turnovers, and of course when your building is supporting this flow-through configuration, when the building is long and narrow. On the other hand, the U-flow characteristics, we have the doors for receiving and shipping on the same site. There are a few very convenient locations that become even more convenient when the doors are on both sides. But the less convenient locations compared to the flow-through warehouse are even less convenient. Though when you have products that have a strong ABC skew, meaning a very small number of very popular products and a very high number of unpopular products, the C products, then this could be a good layout. You have more flexibility on the receiving and the shipping doors. So for example, if you expect a high receiving volume for one day because a new important shipment is coming, then you can just design some of the doors as receiving doors, or when you have a lot of shipping going on, you can you have a good flexibility to redesign and reallocate the doors as shipping doors. You need also less area for truck navigation outside the warehouse and less roadway in case your warehouse space is limited. And on the other hand, if your warehouse space is not limited, you can easily expand the warehouse in all three sides. Yeah? If the doors are on the bottom, you can easily expand on the left, right, and top side of the warehouse.